The insignificant female supporting character actually became a big shot in the novel. Chapter 5 and 6. Eliminating Jiang Ran. Just as the system was feeling puzzled, it heard Zai Wen say to Jiang Ran, "I'm sorry, you're eliminated now. Please leave." Jiang Ran's eyes widened. She was of course unwilling to leave. "Why? What right do you have to eliminate me? I haven't even started my audition yet you're already playing with your privileges." The system was even more shocked when it heard Zai Wen's words. It knew that she was a troublesome person. The corners of Zai Wen's lips twitched upwards slightly, revealing an unfathomable and aloof smile. "How unfortunate that I'm now an investor in this drama. As a major shareholder of this drama, of course I have this authority." Jiang Ran was dumbfounded. "What? Investor? How is that possible?" Zai Wen immediately retorted, "And what do you mean by that? Just because you don't have money doesn't mean that I'm also poor. You entered the entertainment industry because it's easy to earn money. You want to gain fame and make big money. But I'm different. I was rich to begin with, and I only entered the entertainment industry on a whim. I just didn't want to let my looks go to waste. I didn't expect the entertainment industry to be so chaotic, though. I'm such a good person, yet I'm being scolded by people. So I've given up. I'm not an actress anymore. Instead, I'm going to be your master." Jiang Ran could only see a sea of black before her eyes. Could someone please tell her that all this was fake? Since the money had already been transferred to his account, Song Kai was very supportive of Zai Wen now. He immediately said, "Yes, you have been eliminated. Please leave." Jiang Ran didn't know how she got out of the room. She was still digesting what had happened when the next interviewee went in. Then, her expression morphed into a vicious one. Her guess was definitely right. Then, Zai Wen must have a financial backer behind her. She was using the money from the financial backer to invest in the script. She quickly picked up her phone and looked at the comments about Zai Wen on the internet. The video of Zai Wen hitting her had already been posted online, and now everyone was lambasting her in the comments. Jiang Ran gritted her teeth and called her manager. "Brother Chen, I hope you can stir up some news online. Say that Zai Wen has a sugar daddy behind her, and that she used his money to bring funds into the production and directly removed my role as the female lead." Brother Chen didn't immediately agree to her request, but rather asked, "How do you know she brought money into the production? Who's her sugar daddy? If we rashly post this and end up angering her sugar daddy, it might have a negative impact on us." Seeing that Brother Chen wasn't willing to help her, Jiang Ran felt her mood sour even more. "It's fine if you're not willing to help me. I'll just do it myself." After that, Jiang Ran hung up the phone. Brother Chen called her again, but she didn't pick up. Instead, she used an alternate account to make a post. After posting that, she quickly went offline and changed her account. After logging back in, she saw that the post she'd put up had already garnered lots of comments by other netizens. Jiang Ran looked at all the curses directed at Zai Wen and turned off her phone in satisfaction. At this moment, another girl walked into the audition room. Her name was Nan Yin, and she was in her 20s and looked like a college graduate. She was very beautiful, but it wasn't the kind of beauty that would stun someone. Rather, it was the kind that would leave a soothing impression on other people. The more one looked at her, the more beautiful they would think she was, and it was very easy to get close to her. Such an actress was generally referred to as an approachable beauty, which meant it would be easy for her to gain good popularity with the audience. Zai Wen nodded inwardly. She liked Nan Yin's appearance very much. Judging just from her looks, she would be good enough to play the female lead in the drama. It was up to her performance next. Nan Yin looked at the people sitting in front of her. She knew about the director and producer, but why was Zai Wen here? She was very confused. Shouldn't Zai Wen be her competitor? "Hello, all of you. The role I'm auditioning for today is the female lead." Slandering Zai Wen on the internet. Nan Yin gave a simple self-introduction, and the director nodded coolly. "Yes, come over and draw a lot. You'll perform whichever scene you draw." Nan Yin took a deep breath and walked forward. Just as she was about to draw a lot, Zai Wen suddenly spoke up. "I think it'd be better to just let her act with the male lead. After all, a TV series' ratings depend on whether the male and female leads have good chemistry or not." As she spoke, she looked at the man who was standing silently to the side, Zhu Shan. She had already decided on him as the male lead. When Zai Wen was staring at him, Zhu Shan's heart skipped a beat. Just half an hour ago, when Jiang Ran was making things difficult for Zai Wen, he was already standing by the side. However, he didn't interfere at all. His eyes were filled with disgust. At that time, he felt that these two women were playing tricks to compete for the female lead, and he didn't like either of them. But now, Zai Wen had suddenly become an investor. More importantly, it was clearly Nanyin who was supposed to draw lots. How did it suddenly become him having to act together with her? She had auditioned for the female lead before, but she had never seen Zai Wen do this. Zhu Shan, who was overly nervous, directly ignored the fact that after Zai Wen became an investor, she had actually only auditioned for 2 female leads, and Nanyin was the second one. He had already conjured up many plots in his mind. Zai Wen hated him and wanted to take revenge on him. Perhaps she was taking advantage of the audition with Nanyin to pick on him. Because he was too nervous, Zhu Shan's acting was very unnatural throughout the entire film. Although Nanyin was a little surprised, she was happy as long as she had the opportunity to audition. Therefore, she was very engrossed in her performance, which resulted in her performance turning out quite well. After they finished their performance, the two of them waited nervously. The director could tell that Zhu Shan's condition was a little strange. He first glanced at Zai Wen, then took the initiative to speak up for Zhu Shan. Zhu Shan was doing pretty well during the audition, but he might have been too nervous just now. Zai Wen nodded. I know, it's fine. The director was still worried. Zai Wen was too calm. She wouldn't just make Zhu Shan leave, would she? Just as the director was worried about how Zai Wen was going to treat Zhu Shan, she said to Nanyin, your performance was very natural, and there was definitely good chemistry between the two of you. I believe that if the two of you work together, the audience will be more immersed in the performance. Nanyin's eyes lit up instantly. So does that mean I passed? Before Zai Wen could say anything, Song Kai coughed lightly and gave her a look. Miss Zai, I have something to tell you in private. Nanyin's eyes darkened when she saw Song Kai's actions, but she tactfully did not say anything. Zai Wen nodded and motioned for him to continue. Song Kai leaned over and lowered his voice. This Nanyin isn't that simple. Previously, a company had asked her to film a movie, but she exposed her body a little and was taken advantage of by an actor, so she stopped acting on the spot. Her boss was so angry that he deliberately hid her from the public eye. Now, no one dares to use her in any production, mainly because she has offended too many people and because no one knows whether she'll just quit on the spot if she has such a personality. If we sign Nanyin on, it'll be equivalent to going against Boss Liu. And Zheng Yi. Zai Wen did not say anything and only glanced at Nanyin. Nanyin sensed her gaze and grew even more nervous. Zai Wen's lips curled up slightly. She did not answer Song Kai's question, but said to Nanyin directly, there's no problem, you're our female lead. Song Kai's eyes widened. Did Zai Wen even hear what he'd just told her? All right, let's take a break and continue later. Zai Wen said, then turned back to Song Kai. How much is this Boss Liu worth? What is his status in the entertainment industry? And that Zheng Yi once acted in a very popular historical idol drama, right? Boss Liu's net worth is in the hundreds of millions, Song Kai quickly said. And Zheng Yi even has countless female fans and has the image of a cold and noble young master. Even if he were to tell others, no one would believe that he would do such a thing. Song Kai thought that Zai Wen would change her mind after hearing what he said, but instead, she said, oh, it's only a few $100 million. It's fine, I'm not afraid. As for Zheng Yi, there are many substitutes available now. It's a small matter. Song Kai choked at her words. He looked at the wealthy Zai Wen, not knowing whether he should be lamenting about his lack of knowledge or Zai Wen's ability. Zai Wen, on the other hand, was very calm. She was the wife of the villain, Su Zun, and no one in the entire entertainment industry could overshadow Su Zun's presence. Single action from him could affect the entire entertainment industry. Even the building they were holding the auditions in now was under his name.